Hi, Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 10 of the February Daily Draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what kind of message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Linestrider Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we'll go there. And our card today is Judgment. I actually love this Judgment card. This is the Judgment card. I'll show you. And yes, you've got the angel that you often see in the Judgment card and everything, and the trumpet and various other things, the flowers here that you've got here. And to me, this is obviously about being called to a new phase in your life, a new way of being. It's an awakening of something within you, some kind of renewal or change. That it's almost a personal transformation time. But the thing I love about this particular depiction of the Judgment card is this: the mask. And the mask is moving away. You can begin to see the face under the mask. And so with this card, particularly with this depiction coming out today, I think this card is saying it's time to be the real you. And it fits with what messages we've had so far. And particularly when we had the Devil card come out a couple of times, when we were talking about reclaiming our power and not surrendering who we are and our true authentic selves and our personal power and everything, and reclaiming that. And this is part of it. Fits in with that, because it's about heralding the call, the herald, the trumpet, the sound of the universe calling us to something better. A better way of living, a better way of being ourselves and being our true selves. Letting the mask that we've worn, that we all wear masks at various times, and different masks at different times. Because quite often we can be afraid to show our true selves. We have to put on a mask of who we feel society, other people expect us to be. And yes, we do change our persona a little bit, the way that we interact when we're in certain people's company. And you know, there are certain situations, like, for instance, if you're in a work setting where you've got to put a professional front on, you've got to put a professional, way of manner of dealing with things. You can't be totally yourself like you would be at home necessarily, because that would impact on how effective you would be in dealings with other people in your work situation. There's a certain aspect of that. We're never going to completely remove our masks, but I don't necessarily call them masks. They can become masks, yes. We can hide behind them, like that kind of persona. But we can put on a certain persona that isn't really us in order to do the job or whatever. But it's not really fitting to us. No, what I mean is, what I would call it like a filter. Anybody does social media and does these videos, and you've got these social media filters on these apps and everything, that you can make your, put images over your actual face, and or depicting a certain, it's a filter. It makes you look a certain way, but you could still be the true you, but you're filtered through into professional dealings. That is a filter more than a mask to me, because you're still being yourself, but you're being yourself through a filter of being professional and doing a certain type of work. That is not so much of an issue. And the mask is not completely moved, but it's revealing some of the genuine face below. And maybe that's just the beginning. We don't never completely ditch our masks, but if we can begin to come out from our masks more and more and reveal more of our true selves, our authentic selves, then that would be good for us. That's part of the new life and reclaiming our power that the universe is perhaps talking to us about. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Yes, be wise in your social dealings and professional dealings with certain rules of how you conduct yourself and everything. You couldn't go into a courtroom and slouch and use bad language and everything. You've gotta and just wear any old rags or whatever. You've gotta, when you go into court, for instance, particularly as a lawyer, or even as somebody going into court for a case yourself, for some legal matter, you put on decent clothes and you present yourselves in a certain way, but it's still you, but you're obeying the conventions of the situation that you're in. So that, and again, is not so much of what I'm talking about here. It's trying to be somebody we're not because to fit in, or because if we feel that if they knew the true us, we wouldn't be accepted. It's time to get beyond that mindset. That's what the call is to us, and to be more of a who we are. And then people have to choose whether they like it or not. Not everybody will, but we have to be ourselves. Okay, we have to be ourselves and be comfortable in ourselves. And that's what we're being called to be through this card. Okay, so very quickly, I spent a heck of a time explaining what I meant by masks and not meaning by masks. But here's the Oracle card. Here we go. Candle dressing. We've had this before. Are we going to dress ourselves like a candle in the sense of, are we going to put things in that will enhance our true nature? Or are we going to put something over us that's going to disguise our true nature? And this is also about intentions. Let's set our intentions to be our true selves and watch the mask begin to slip away. And look at the difference it will make to our lives when we start to be who we truly are. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 11. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.